Welcome to Exhuming the Truth, the podcast where we delve into the mysterious worlds of cold cases, missing persons, true crime, and the fascinating science that is forensics. I'm forensic scientist and criminologist Asha Walther, and I am so thrilled to have you with me on this journey as we dance in the shadows of the world of crime, shining a light on scientific discovery while becoming another voice for those who need it most. So grab a drink and get comfortable while we jump into this episode together. Hi squad, thank you so much for jumping on today. This is actually an urgent call to action episode to help a Melbourne family locate their missing son. So before I go ahead, due to the urgency, I'm foregoing the verbal content warning, which you can find in the podcast notes, and I will assume you have gone over that prior to agreeing to listen to today's content. And by listening, you agree that you are over the age of 18 and accept the sensitive nature of the content we're covering today. I am taking you back to my home state of Melbourne, just 15 kilometres north of the CBD to a place called Sunbury. Joshua Bishop is a 23-year-old male who was last seen leaving his Layla Crescent address in northwest Melbourne by his housemate on the 27th of May at 9:30 p.m. Detectives tracked his mobile phone to a park in Broadmeadows at 11:30 p.m. the same evening he was last seen, before his mother filed a missing person report on May the 29th. The Broadmeadows Park area has been searched with dog squads, drones, and his phone and bank accounts have been inactive since his disappearance, and nobody has seen or heard from him in this period. His abandoned car, which is a white Toyota Corolla, was discovered by investigators on Ridley Street in the suburb of Albion. I hope that's how you say it. That is Albion. That was on the 11th of June. We have several of Josh's friends who believe his car was stolen, but there was no formal theft report that was filed. Josh's disappearance is entirely out of character. Detectives are looking into whether he was involved in criminal activity prior to his disappearance, and they have said that they may suspect that this is a suspicious disappearance. Josh's mother, Christy, and father, Travis, did a press conference, which is absolutely heartbreaking to watch. I'm going to link that for you if you would like to view that. Josh was last seen wearing a black singlet and track pants. He's Caucasian of an average build with short blonde hair and blue eyes. He has a number of tattoos, which you can view on our social media accounts in the photos. Acting Detective Sergeant Matthew Wilson Hoare from Hume Crime Investigation Unit has addressed the media confirming that Joshua was last seen by his housemates. That was at around 9:30 p.m. They are asking for CCTV reviews of any footage in the area on May 27th. That includes any doorbells, so please don't forget to check like your Ring doorbells and your smart doorbells. So this is an urgent call out to my Melbourne squad who are willing and able to help in the search for Josh if you are in the surrounding areas. Please consider searching your local areas and checking any personal CCTV devices. Like I said before, those Ring doorbells have that video footage that you can access. You can also check your dash cams. If you're not in the area or you're not able to assist in that way, you can still help by sharing this far and wide, and sharing once, twice, 3 times as many as you like over a period of time, and keeping Josh's name alive and talking about the case with friends and family. We will update you as any new information comes in. Now, given the proximity of Layla Crescent to several parks and natural areas, the following locations could be of interest if you're familiar with them. Please only if you are familiar with them, and please do not go out alone. So the first being Broadmeadows Valley Park. There's a creek, Moonee Ponds Creek Trail, and Broadmeadows Town Park. There's also the Uroke Creek, Yuroke Creek. I don't know if I pronounced that right. Priority search areas are going to focus on places close to where Josh was last seen, places out of sight from roads, trails, and homes. There's high likelihood zones in the Broadmeadows area that can include bushland edges, scrubland, vacant lots, construction sites, ravines, embankments, any depressions in terrain, any tree lines, fence lines, and behind industrial areas or factories, under bridges and under overpasses. Guys, due to the weather, please be careful, okay? Visual signs to be looking out for at this point in time and this far into a missing person's case. We need to be looking for clothing items, okay? Clothing items, footwear, personal effects such as phones, watches, jewelry, bags, things like that. Any drag or tire marks, blankets, tarps, clothing lumps that don't belong in nature. Doing a grid and a spiral search will work best. That will help you cover the areas that you've been and you know you've been there. Go slow, okay? Take your time. Keep your safety in the forefront at all times and never go out alone, okay? So if you are planning to go and look in any of these areas, please do so with a friend or a couple of friends. If you come across anything at all that seems suspicious, do not touch it. You need to note your coordinates on your smartphone. If you're unsure how to do that, you can also just drop a pin on your maps and then you can call 000 and then you'll be able to tell them your location. Thank you for jumping on and listening to this short, incredibly short, brief, but very urgent episode for Josh Bishop today. We really hope for a good outcome for him and his family somehow. We appreciate your support in sharing this. We're going to keep sharing Josh's story until the family get resolution. So if you're in Melbourne, please share this far and wide. We appreciate you guys so much, and you have really banded together and shown the community spirit by jumping on the videos and sharing to different postcodes and things like that. So please continue to do that. Thank you so much for joining me. I hope you've enjoyed it here. If you have, you can subscribe to stay up to date on new episodes, or you can find us on Instagram, Facebook, and TikTok. Please feel free to jump onto our Facebook group to join in the case discussions. You can find the link to our group in our podcast notes. As always, stay curious, stay informed, and until next time, trust your instincts and keep seeking the truth.